Okay, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Could you state your full name, your year, and then your ethnicity?
Yes. So my full name is Aileen Bai Yang. I am year of 2026, so junior right now, and my ethnicity would be Chinese.
My name's Abigail Rusli. I'm a third year, and I'm Chinese Indonesian.
I'm Erika Kramer. I'm a third year studying psych and human development and context. I'm half Vietnamese and half just white.
My name is David Wu. I'm Chinese American, and I'm a second year here at Northwestern.
My name is Sophie Fuentecilla. I'm a sophomore and I'm half Korean, half Filipino.
Hi, my name is Chutijirawong, but most people here call me Pat. I'm a junior and I'm from Thailand.
My name is Hemmi. I'm a sophomore and I'm Japanese.
I grew up in Hong Kong, so that would be my hometown. Really loved it there. I'd say I was very immersed in the culture itself. I celebrated all the relevant holidays and did all the traditions.
Because I grew up in Indonesia, but I'm also ethnically Chinese, I kind of grew up with a mix of both cultures. I celebrated Chinese New Year, but since I grew up in Indonesia, I know Indonesian culture as well, and I consider myself Indonesian.
I'm from the suburbs of Philly, so I had really little exposure to Vietnamese culture. I went to my school since first grade, and me and my sister were the only Vietnamese kids I knew of. It was very hard for me to feel any semblance of culture because my mom works, so when I was younger she didn't really have the time to teach me the language.
I'm from Queens, New York City. So there's this little town called Flushing that I'm 5 minutes out from, and it's basically like a mini Chinatown. I was really raised by my grandparents, so the culture that I did know was from them.
I grew up in North Jersey. My grandparents took care of my sister and I because both my parents work. So most of the exposure I have to my Filipino culture is through food. So my Lola was the main cook in our household. She would cook adobo, pancit, and she would also cook Korean food. She would go online and find Korean recipes. She's made kimchi from scratch before.
Bangkok, Thailand. Well, there's a holiday coming up called Loi Krathong, and it's saying thanks to the river. So we would have celebration at school where we would make these little things. It's almost little bowls that we would float into the water. That's also what we're gonna do here for Taisa, where we're gonna have an event for that soon in 2 weeks.
Tokyo, Japan. I grew up very close with my grandparents as well, and they're very traditional. They're traditionally Japanese, and so I grew up with a lot of Japanese culture around me.
I feel especially homesick during major festivals because it is very different celebrating in Hong Kong, where everyone is in their festivities, in their red clothes, eating certain foods, and I certainly miss the good food we would get in those festivals and people understanding why I want to suddenly eat out maybe and get Chinese food. But I think during these festivals I just hope to have someone there also that wants to celebrate.
The Japanese population here is smaller than being back home, and I do on a daily I don't really have Japanese conversations in Japanese with people around me, so I feel in that sense I am a little out of touch with my culture here compared to home.
At home, I never really thought about it that much, never really thought about wanting to celebrate my culture because it was kind of just there. But then when I came here and I was more lonely, I guess I just craved the connection to my hometown more, so that's why I've been more active and actually doing stuff during the Thai holidays. So it's kind of hard to adapt, and I think what really helped was the community of Thai people. So I wanted to do that for the freshmen this year too.
Yeah, coming to Northwestern definitely changed everything for me. I eventually joined VSA. It took me a little bit because I was nervous, but I joined VSA and they're all really great. I think it was more so just nice, like finally like be within that community. I also got the opportunity to go to Vietnam for the first time this summer through Northwestern's Guesty program. I tried so many new foods. I really wanted my host mom to teach me how to cook. She's a very good cook, so she taught me a couple of things. I know how to make spring rolls from scratch now, which is really nice. But since then, I've been trying to cook a lot of Vietnamese dishes.
Joining CSA was a big thing for me. It's somewhere that I found like I genuinely enjoyed the people in the community here. Before school even started, we were thinking about like making a Mid-Autumn Festival event, and that was the one where we like gave out these huge rabbit plushes, which were really cute, or we were just like giving out moon cakes and slices or pieces and white rabbit candy. And so like doing that just help people like, I guess, embrace their culture a little bit more.
So like the church that I go to is actually an Indonesian church, and one of the reasons I like it is because it also feels like another community, I guess. Like sometimes they would have like Indonesian food that they would just like provide for free.
Since being on campus, I feel like I've connected more with my Filipino side. I've joined Kaibigan. I participated in both Filipinx Fiesta, which happens fall quarter. I had a very small role. I just performed like a dance, like one of the traditional dances with them, which was really cool because I didn't know about that kind of dance. There's definitely a sense of community here amongst the Filipino people. I feel very welcomed.
So I feel like to stay connected to like that part of myself, I think it's good to like have conversations in Thai with Thai people sometimes. I think that's important because I feel like that's how I maintain a lot of like my Thai self.
Right now I'm taking like Vietnamese like lessons online so I can finally try and learn. Now she'll only text me in Vietnamese, which is so annoying because I don't know what she's saying because I'm just not that good yet. But yeah, I think especially after this year, she like really understands that like that's something I really want to be more in touch with, so she's trying.
I definitely think Filipinos have a stereotype of being very helpful, and I definitely see that with my Lola. She's like one of the sweetest people in the world, like so kind. I've never seen her get mad, and I feel like I definitely look up to her for that, and I definitely see that like virtue of generosity and like helpfulness in the Filipino community.
I like to keep like certain staple foods, like Chinese foods, in my pantry. I like always still go to Chinatown every few weeks just to like stock up there. I call them all the time, like especially when I'm celebrating different festivals. I'm like, oh, like am I supposed to put this here? Like what color am I supposed to wear? Things like that. So I think I still keep in touch like that.
There are things that are built into me that I might like subconsciously notice or do, and I don't really know how to like describe it or put my finger on it, but those things they're probably inseparable from who I am, whether it's like studying hard for a class, expecting like only the best for myself. It's like making my bed every morning, calling my parents every week, updating my mom with like how my life is going.
I brought origami back from home, which is like something I do in my free time. I do have a lot of like decorations on my walls with origami. I also brought like matcha from home. I do have it's sort of like a lucky charm from like a temple near my house, but that's something that's always been in my bag. I sometimes forget it's there. It's like sort of like a way of like making sure we're feeling protected and safe. Like having that around wherever I go is also like a reminder of home.
So like now that I'm living in an apartment, I brought so many like cooking spices from home that I still use that would like make the flavors just like taste a little bit more like home, you know? There's still a part of me that's very connected to like my home, so I guess I would try to like carry that with me everywhere.